Hello, hello! Welcome to Scraplift Saturday here at the Crafty Maven. So I'm showing you here some of the ideas I had when I looked at the mood board. I went with some of the succulents and leaves and plant life on the mood board, and also the greens and the grays. But I'm going to throw in some pops of teal and orange and yellow. I also added some wood veneer to my layout inspired by the mood board as well. So today we are going to Scraplift Chamel. I decided that I wanted to do like a throwback. So I went back to early Glitter Girl, and I am scraplifting the layout from adventure number 2. I know that the photo isn't great. I had a really hard time finding like a good photo of this layout. So what I'm going to do is below in the comments, I'm going to go ahead and just link up that video because I think that it shows a little bit more of her process, and it also is a little bit easier to see the layout in that video and see the layout that I'm scraplifting. So I'm starting with a little bit of mixed media on some white cardstock, using some glimmer mist, or not glimmer mist, oh my goodness, that's a throwback product. Some shimmers in Glorious Days, Mandarin Mai Tai, and Peachy Keen. And now I'm just going to go ahead and binge cut. So I have a photograph here of my layout that I am scraplifting, and I'm just going to go through all these different pattern papers, and I'm going to cut out all the pieces that I want to use. So I find that scraplifting is a really good way to get a layout done very quickly. I usually, when I scraplift someone, I usually start by just grabbing the base of the layout. So I cut all the pattern papers, and I just kind of scraplift the photo placement and where some of the layers or pattern papers are. But at some point, I always end up going off the grid, as it were, and just start creating for myself. So I'm just going to start with all of these layers that I cut, and I'm going to go ahead and ink them all using Hickory Smoke Distress ink, my favorite gray ink. And yeah, so that was really easy. I'm not going to make you watch me do this because it's a little bit like paint drying. So now I am adhering this 6x6 paper, which is also all the papers. Just about everything from this collection is from Jelly Bean Soup, except for that 6x6 paper pad, and some of my embellishments are Freckled Fawn. And some of the thickers I use and that 6x6 pad are from Maggie Holmes. So I just went looking for a good grid paper because this is going to be a very journal heavy layout. I kind of started this and picked this layout to scraplift based on the idea that I wanted to do a layout where the focus was more on what the journaling said and a little bit less on the picture. The picture I showed you at the beginning is a picture of my oldest son. It's from we do a family photo shoot every year. Use the same photographer because she's amazing with my boys, and I use those pictures for lots of different layouts throughout the year because especially my oldest son, he's very hard to photograph, very hard to get like good, nice photographs of him. So we do the family photo shoot, and then I use those photos to create stories and layouts with all year long. So for this particular layout, for example, just to give you an idea of where we're going here. Oh, and look, maybe I should stop a minute and tell you what I'm doing here. So I grabbed a sticker from Jelly Bean Soup. I placed it on the bottom of that little journaling spot there. I inked over it with some of my Hickory Smoke Distress ink, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of my shimmers, and then I'm just going to set it aside to dry a little bit. And I'm going to come back to it. I'm washing my hands now and shaking my vibes. I think this is Glorious Day and Peachy Keen. I think I went with Glorious Day because it dries to this gorgeous like gold color, and I wanted a little bit of sparkle down there. So now I'm just going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'm going to peel the sticker off. So I have probably, between my 3 Jelly Bean Soup collections, I have probably, 4 or 5 of these sticker sheets, and they all say the same words, so I had no trouble doing this and kind of wasting that sticker. But there is the big reveal, and I'm going to use this as my journaling. So I'm just going to let this sit and dry. I'm going to collect some of my supplies together, and then I'm just going to build my layout. As you can see, I have my phone off to the left, and on my phone is a photo of the layout that I'm scraplifting. So this is the part of the layout that I really did actually thoroughly scraplift. I just cut those papers and I layered them up exactly the way Chanel did on her layout. And my paper did warp a little bit because I'm out of my really good cardstock, so I had to use my more cheaper cardstock, but I have more on the way, so no worries. Anyway, while I layer up these papers, I'll talk to you a little bit about this photo. So this photo was taken in October, but the journaling I am using, I actually asked my son the questions and wrote the journaling down right there while I was doing this layout. So when I do my family album, I'm actually going to put this layout chronologically where I did the journaling. And I do that with a couple layouts throughout the year for both of my boys using these photos. So it won't go in with it won't be the date of the photo, but the date of the journaling is how I will put that. And then on the bottom of my journaling, I always put, the date the photo was taken and the date the journaling was done. And I do that because, of course, my oldest son is very hard to photograph, and so I like to have lots and lots of photos taken of him. I get lots and lots of them developed, and then I kind of use them on different layouts with different journalings throughout the year. So I just added these two pieces of wood veneer, which are from Freckled Fawn. I have been buying embellishments from them for the last 3 or 4 months, and I have been loving their embellishments. They're so much fun and so easy, and things you can just kind of grab and use very easily. I'm going to work on my title now. I'm going to use that favorite, which is from Jelly Bean Soup. This is all the, Hearty Hodgepodge collection. So all of the stickers and all of the pattern papers and some of the die cuts that I'm going to use are from the Hearty Hodgepodge collection. And these great foam thickers are from Maggie Holmes Style Blurred. So I'm using up some old product as well as some new product. And these yellow enamel dots are from Freckled Fawn, and I'm going to go ahead and use them as bullet points for my journaling. And now my journaling's all done, so I sat down with my 16-year-old son and said, "What is your favorite drink?" Just all kinds of things. I have layouts. I have 3 or 4 different questionnaires that I use, and so both my boys get layouts, the same couple different questionnaires of layouts that I do for them each throughout the year. And it's super fun to look back and say, oh, well, this was your favorite at 7, but now you're 16, and so this is your favorite at 16. So that's really fun, and I do like to do that. I'm trying to think, I have 3 or 4 different questionnaires, and I kind of mix them up. Sometimes I don't do them all in one year, sometimes I do, just depends on what's going on and kind of what I feel like scrapbooking or what I feel like I haven't done in a while. So now I pulled all the little leafy die cuts out, and I thought I would use those. I was inspired to use those from the mood board, and I'm just going to go ahead and attach and place these die cuts all around the layout in different clusters that are pleasing to the eye that I like. And now so the documented die cut at the bottom is not attached yet, but there it is attached. Thank you so much for joining me today for Scraplift Saturday, and have a wonderful week. Bye!